So given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle EBF, we're going to first find the coordinates of E, and we're going to find the scale factor. Now, again, whenever you see two triangles like overlapping, the best way is to separate it. You're going to deconstruct it. So you're just going to separate. So I have a little triangle right here. The triangle ABC is similar to the bigger triangle EBF, this whole big thing. So if I leave it like this, it's just too overwhelming. So we're going to separate it. I have my tiny triangle. So we have B, C, and A. And we have the big triangle, which was, we have F here, E, and B. Okay, so we're going to also include the order pairs here. So C is at 0, 6. B, they didn't tell you the order pair, it's because you're supposed to know that. It's at the origin right here. So it's going to be at 0, 0. And A is at 10, 0. Here we have F is at 0, 15. B is same thing, it's at 0, 0. And E doesn't have it. Just like we said, we have to find the coordinates of E. However, we kind of found one coordinate already. E, we know we don't know what the x value is, but we do know what the y value is. It's lying on the x-axis, so that means y is 0, just like A, because you're not going up or down, it's just there. So we know that y is 0, we just don't know what x is. Now, all we have to do is figure out the lengths of the triangle that we could create a proportion. So if we look from B to C, what is the length from B to C? Well, the coordinate is 0, 6. That means I went up 6. So the length here is 6. Next, from B to A. From B to A, I went right 10. So here the distance is 10. Now from C to A, it doesn't really help us here, so we could just stop right there. That's all we need, just 2. We need at least 2 sides. Now let's check here. From B to F, sorry, at 0, 0, you went up 15. So the side here is 15. And then from B to E, I do not know what x is, so the distance here to figure out is x. Okay, so now we're going to compare the sides to make our proportion. So we're always going to have this triangle first. It'll be triangle ABC over the other triangle EBF. So we'll keep that in mind. This is our ratio we're going to do. So on triangle ABC, I'm just going to choose a side. If I chose BC, so BC, what does it correspond to in triangle EBF? So BC corresponds to BF. BF right here. And then I have AB is 10. So AB is right here. And in the other triangle, AB corresponds to EB. EB. So now that we have our proportion, we're actually going to input the values. So BC is 6. BF is 15. AB 10. And we do not know what E to B is, so we're going to put X. Now, you could go ahead and cross multiply, or what I like to do, I try to simplify any ratios I see first. So I check, can I simplify this fraction? I can. They're both divisible by 3. That's the greatest common factor right here. It's 3. So I'm going to have 2/5 equals 10 over x. I can't reduce this fraction, so I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. That way I have smaller numbers. I have 5 times 10. And then 2 times x. So I'm going to get 50 equals 2x. So when I solve for x, I have to divide by 2, so I have x by itself. So x is equal to 25. But remember what the question was stating. It says find the coordinates of E. So x is 25, so that means E is located at 25, and we know y is 0 because it's right here on the x-axis. So that means it's going to be 25, comma 0. That's where E is located. So that was part A. Now we have to go ahead and do part B. This was part A. Now, for part B, we need to find the scale factor. It's really simple. The scale factor, in order to find the scale factor, you just have to find a corresponding side and put it as a ratio. So let's go ahead and find the scale factor. So choose any of our ratios we did. So I had BC over BF. So I'm going to have BC over BF. You could also choose AB over EB. Just choose one. So I'm choosing this from BC to BF. BC was 6 and BF was 15. Just like what we had here. Reduce it. So we already know it's going to be 2/5. So I divide both by 3. So that's my scale factor, 2/5. So that means from one triangle to another, that means it's multiplied by 2/5 in order to have the new value. So this is how you find your scale factor and how to find the missing coordinate.